So mid-year goals. So we're just over, I mean, it is already July 17th. So we're even halfway through July, and it went like that in a blink. So I encourage us to look at our goals. So now that you're at the a little bit more than the halfway point, where are you? Look back to last October, November, December, when you were setting up your 2023 goal. And whether you're on track or falling short, this is going to be a really powerful call for you definitely to listen and lean into. What I found way back, I got into real estate in 2014, and I was encouraged right away to set some pretty darn big goals. Like the C goals or the big goals or the extreme goals that I talk about. And that's all good and well. And yet I didn't have the information I have now in what that process looks like and how you go about actually getting and obtaining those huge goals that you have. And it's in failing forward plenty of times and coming to an understanding that what would happen and what I would do. And I don't know, and this is a very interactive call, please. So stop me, come off mute, ask questions. I want to be here to really make an impact so that going forward, we get to our goals. What I would do with the team that I was on in real estate is I noticed that I would, fly across the country. I would hire coaches that I paid $1,000 a month. I was trying to do all the things to get to that goal. And I would grab at every straw I could. And I would go to these convention centers or these retreats, and I would get really, really, really excited in the moment. And I'd be like, all right, I got it this year. I've got it. I know what I'm going to do. I'd be really jazzed up and just excited. And I would get back and I would go, okay, now what do I do? And within a week, I was sitting back just exactly in the same energy, in the same spot I was, as if I had never left and gone to California or gone to Texas and gone and been in these amazing rooms with these amazing, impactful leaders and had all this energy and idea, and it would just be gone. And it's interesting, and I have something that came up on a slide on the coaching that I'm doing right now. And what it says, and it makes so much sense. And I want you, if you have a pen and paper, to write this down, because I think it's really important. And if not, go back and watch the recording. Motivation gets you started, and discipline takes you to the finish line. So what was happening is I was getting really motivated. Like, I can motivate you on this call, and you can get really excited and motivated from this phone call. And if you don't have the follow-up and the coaching and the mentorship on really how to apply this day after day after day, nothing changes if nothing changes. And that's what I found in the information and the coaching and the mentorship that I found. And that's why I've dedicated the rest of my life to bringing this to anyone and everyone that will listen and let me into their lives and space to make this impact. So it truly starts with a decision. So you make this decision for this goal. And let's just talk about your goal formally. So in talking about your goal, I know there was a philosopher way back in the day. I just know the concept. So I'm going to explain the concept. Someone's like, I want to be a great philosopher like you. So he took the gentleman down to the riverside and took his head and stuck it underwater until he was like flailing in like that last moment where you just need a breath of air. And he pulled him out and he's like, so what's the only thing you were thinking of in the moment? He's like, just air. I need air. I need air to breathe and to live. And that's all I wanted. He's like, that is how dedicated you need to be to your goal of being a great philosopher. And I was like, wow. So not saying to do that, but think about that. How connected and committed are you to this goal? Do you wake up every day and it's day one? Day one, I'm going to go after it like it's day one and my motivation is at its highest level? Or is it nice outside and instead you're going to go meet a friend for coffee or blow off the whole day and go on a boat ride? Or what are you really, really, really dedicated, like as much as you need air to live, to your goal? And I know some people be like, whoa, that's a little extreme. Well, how bad do you want it? It should be extreme. You should have a goal that inspires you so much that you wake up every day jumping out of bed wanting to get it. And it scares you at the same time because you have no idea how it's going to happen. That's a goal that terrifies you and excites you all at the same time, and terrifies you in a way that you're just like, I have no idea how this is going to happen. And the only prerequisite with this, with the information I share and I provide in the coaching, the mentorship that I do, is you have to have the desire and the want. That's all. And I'll show you the process and the way to get it. So with decision of your goal, and look at your goals if you're really connected to it. And if not, I would definitely have you look at your actual goal. If you want it to inspire you, because that's going to be how you show up every day. And the step 2, discipline. You need to discipline yourself and your habits and your behaviors around that goal. And one of the first things you want to do, again, is every day is day 1. What am I going to do today? So the first action step would be to write 3 to 5 things you're going to do. The better of to do is to do it the night before. But if you don't do it the night before, that morning, what are the 3 to 5 things that you're going to commit to doing to move your business forward? And really do that day in and day out and stay focused. And the caveat here is start thinking from your goal. Don't think to your goal, think from your goal. And what I mean by that is this big goal that you have, tap into what it feels like an hour after you've achieved it. And just, that's again where you use your higher faculty imagination and imagine you have achieved the goal. It's an hour after. How do you feel? What did you have to do to get there? And start making decisions from that place every day. Today, start today living from the goal already achieved. What time do you get up at? What conversations do you have? With whom? What A++ players are you surrounding yourself with? And if you can't get in the rooms with them right now, to Chrissy's point, what books are you reading? What's inspiring you? What are you listening to for podcasts, for Audible? What are you watching on TV? Are you binging Netflix hour by hour, or watching the news and watching other people live out their dreams on the screen? Or are you watching things that are going to grow you and make you 1% better every day? Even if you can't hire the coach that you want, or if you can't get in the rooms with these A++ players, if you know of them, you can find them and you can tap into their energy through different ways. So don't let that be an excuse. Really, truly start making decisions. What time do you go to bed? And everyone's like, well, I have like so many different goals. And the thing is if your one goal is big enough, the other ones will come along the way. And what I mean by that is you can have a personal goal and a business goal. That's the only 2 goals I would have. And I'd only have 1 if you can. So mine's a business impact goal that I want to impact people all over the world, millions of people. So I know that I need to be in my best health to do that. So my health goal is going to come along with me. So what do I eat an hour? Who am I an hour after my big goal has been achieved? What do I fuel my body with? Where do I vacation? What do I choose to do? Get up in what time in the morning, work out, take care of my body. So the health goal will come along with that. So it's really, really, again, decision first and foremost, then discipline. So start building the disciplines and daily habits around that or goal already achieved. Because I can promise you one thing and one thing only. If your goal is big enough and worthy of you, you will not and cannot get to it from where you are today. There's no way, because you will need to become a different person, make different decisions, have different disciplines, and really show up at a much higher level than you are today. in order to connect to it. And that's a good thing. And it's like the goal is always the side effect. You get that goal, it's a side effect. The actual beauty and the greatness is in who you become along that process to get to that goal. That is the true reward of this. So after discipline, you set your self-image. We will never outperform our self-image. So how you show up and how you feel today and in your self-image, the things you're telling yourself, I can't do this, I haven't done this, who am I? Oh, they can do it, but I can't do it. All of those things are just pulling you down, and you're not going to get to your goal from that place. So it's really taking, when a thought comes in or a positive or a negative kind of self-affirmation, you want to stop. And I have some clients wear rubber bands so they can snap themselves or something, clear, cancel, I don't accept that. And you say the exact opposite. I am amazing. I'm world class. I can do it. Because the truth is, if any one person out there has accomplished what you intend to and want to accomplish, there's no reason in this world why you can't do it as well. There's a way. You just have to connect to it and understand it. And by raising your self-image at least 1% every day, and I have a whole list of things, but a couple of them would be saying your goal out loud, writing it down 5 times, 50 times, 100 times a day, whatever you can commit to, and then sitting for a moment and shut your eyes and really connect to an hour after that goal has been achieved and what that feels like. And then say, I am statements from that place. I am powerful. I am a fantastic, top-notch leader. I am in the top 5% of all real estate agents in our company, in our state, in the country, in the world, whatever that looks like, whatever that is for you, and start affirming from that place and feel into that. And my coach, because again, I believe everyone should always have a coach. My coach has me setting an alarm every 3 hours. And every 3 hours, I stop for 2 minutes. I affirm and say my goal out loud. If I can, I write it down once, and then I shut my eyes for a minute or two and I feel it. So as much as you can impress upon your subconscious that you're already there and your goal is already done and here, that is where the laws of the universe are the laws of the universe. They're not man-made. They can't be man-altered. Once you impress it upon your subconscious, that's where the people, the circumstances, the conditions, the money will start showing up in your path. And that's the how that you can't see right now of how you're going to get there. It's having it's having faith over fear, because you can't see either, and we choose one all the time. You're living from one or the other at any moment. So it's starting to choose faith over the fear. And where a lot of people have the I guess, issue or the fallout or the not understanding is because you're looking at your current results from your goal. If let's say you're not on goal, you're looking at your current results, your current bank account, how far off you are from your goal, and you're feeling that way. It's not good. You're not feeling good. You're feeling into the energy of lack, of worry, of doubt, of fear. And what we know for sure is that we become what we think about. So if you're thinking and feeling from this place of debt, of not what you want, that's what you're giving out energy-wise, and that's what you're getting back. And I did this for over a decade. I can trust me, until you get this and understand it, you will continue in this circle, because it's an endless circle, because you feel it, you put it out, you get it back. You feel it, you put it out, you get it back, and you're just going to spin down here. You're going to spin until something changes. And thinking into results and having this awareness and this information that I found, that's why I'm so passionate about it and getting it out to everyone, because if I can do it, anyone can do it. And if any one person can achieve what you want to achieve, there's no reason you can't do it. So it's just a powerful way, and different tools and awarenesses and understanding of how to really go from where you are to where you want to be and connect to your goals. So I want to pause quick and see if there's any questions or comments.
There's so many.